We live?
We live.
We live. Welcome back to the Opinion Factory podcast, the podcast for free thinkers and challenge seekers.
Yes, sir.
I'm Khelil.
I'm Alex. Man, Valentine's Day is coming up, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, you guys at least see a lot of people breaking up with their girls.
Around Valentine's Day?
Oh, of course. The best time to do it, man. Don't gotta fake that gift.
Oh, that's trash.
Hey.
That's what you do? That's what y'all do? Oh, yeah.
Hey. Before Christmas and Valentine's, man, it's the best time.
Oh, Christmas is a good time. I won't lie about that one.
Wonderful
But Valentine's
time.
Day, you break up with them, you ain't got no gift, but then you're not really in the spirit of the holiday no more.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna get back with you in 3 days.
All right. That's trash.
What you mean?
You're trash.
If
anyone does that, y'all are trash.
I'm not saying from personal experience.
What if someone did that
I'm
to
just
you?
saying I know a few people that have engaged in that activity.
What if someone did that to you? What if someone dumped you right before Valentine's Day just to avoid that gift?
I'll question their motives. The time is a little odd, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Would you rather be the one to get dumped or the one to do the dumping?
Oh, man.
If everyone knows what's going on, it doesn't matter, right?
Before Valentine's Day or just in general?
Just in general, I guess.
Man.
Doesn't have to be Valentine's Day.
Well, if it was just Valentine's Day.
In my opinion, that's the worst time to get dumped.
How real is Valentine's Day, though?
Probably because that's around my birthday, too. So for me, that would be the worst time.
Fair enough.
But that's a season of love, man. To get dumped, to get denied love right there and then.
Man.
But just in general.
In general.
Getting dumped.
I'd rather get dumped. 100%. Nope. I'd rather get dumped.
You'd rather get dumped
100%.
than dump somebody.
Yes. 100%. You ever broken the heart before? Have you?
I'm sure it's trash.
It's beyond trash. Man, you feel
I'm pretty sure I've disappointed a few people.
No, not disappointed a few people. You ever broke somebody's heart? You
I
ever made someone cry because you didn't choose them? Have you done that, sir? Yeah. You see how trash that sounds? You see how trash that sounds? Like the person's miserable. Their whole life just got thrown up to pieces because you chose not to be with them anymore.
And you're wrong for that?
I'm not saying you're wrong for that.
Okay,
I'm saying what would you rather do?
I'm sure you feel bad about it.
Yes.
But you can't tell me that you feel worse than the person who was not chosen. This person is crying and torn up because they weren't chosen.
And now I'm crying, torn up because...
No, you're already over it.
No. I mean, I still care about the person.
You're over the relationship.
Being over the relationship doesn't mean I don't care about the person.
Yeah, but that's
and
not,
I made this person that I care about feel like absolute trash.
And as far as they know, you don't really care about them.
It doesn't matter what they feel.
But that's why you feel bad.
Well, it doesn't matter what they feel about me breaking up with them. All right?
But they're looking at that. If you really love me, why are you breaking up with me? If you really care about me, why are you breaking up with me?
We ran our course.
But you still care about me?
Yeah, I can still care about you even though we ran our course.
It doesn't make sense to me. It does not compute.
How? If
you really care for me, why are you making me feel this way? Why would you hurt me so much?
I don't want to be with you. You see what you're doing? All right, you see what you're doing? Do you want to be in that position? Like, do you want to be in that position?
If you handle it the right way.
There's no handling it the right way,
yes,
man.
Yes,
you can do it the best way possible and still feel like a piece of shit.
No, but there's a right way to break up with someone.
There is.
There's ways to do it with love. Absolutely, because
do I care about your love if you don't want me? I care about your love for it. Just like you said.
If you're the one being broken up with? Yeah, of course. It might give you hope. Of course. If you break up with someone and, like, you know, let's say it ran its course, nothing happened.
Yeah.
No one cheated. No one got complacent. It just ran its course.
Yeah, happens.
And you break up. Well, let's say, like, you have not even ran its course. Let's give it a real reason. Like, let's say.
Oh, it's not a real reason?
No, like a concrete reason. Because its ran its course could be anything. Let's give a concrete reason.
You just don't love the person.
Let's say you don't love them anymore. That's why you fell out of love.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. That's not what I was thinking of.
Is that not a real reason?
No, it is.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for that.
I just don't want this anymore.
There's a reason for that.
I don't want this anymore.
And there's a reason for that.
It was a good run, but I don't love you anymore.
Man, did what you change want, or did they change? It could be either
perhaps
one.
Nobody changed.
No.
Right?
That has to be a change.
Why does it matter? You don't need a real reason to fall in love. You just don't love the person
No,
anymore. You feel how you feel.
You do, but there's a reason for it. That's my point.
I don't want to do this anymore.
You can fall out of love for, I think, one of two reasons.
I want something else. I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly. You could either what you want changes, or that person changed. And if that person changed and you let them know, if that person changed and you fell out of love,
what you want can change at any time, though. What you want can change at any time.
Exactly. But if it's a case where that person changed, I feel like that's a case where falling out of love can be definitely avoidable. Because if you notice that, let's say you got a girl and now she starts going out with her friends more, and her friends always smoking, getting drunk. She's coming home at 3 a.m. in the morning. Don't get no sleep, going to work all hungover. Her real performance is dropping. She might get fired. You notice that change is going on. You can let her do it and slowly fall out of love, or you can say something about it and course correct and keep that relationship. That falling out of love because someone's changing can be avoidable. Not always, because that person has to be willing to change back, but it can be avoidable.
Okay.
But if what you want changed, did you communicate that to the person?
What do you mean? What if they can't give me what I need?
Do you know that for sure?
Yes.
So you communicated this and they can't do it.
They cannot do it.
I mean, then it's not really a surprise for them if they get broken up with. Because it hurts the most when it's a surprise.
It has nothing to do with being a surprise.
Yes, of course. It hurts more when it's a surprise. Imagine getting blindsided on Valentine's Day, I don't want you no more. And you have no idea where this is coming from. But if there was a conversation before, it's like, yo, from now on, I want someone that can build this business with me. And if you can't hold me down like that, we can't be together.
If it happened in the week of Valentine's Day, I'm going to assume the person's just being very cheap. All right?
And would you really get back with that person?
No, of course not. I don't got time for that.
But I'm not talking about Valentine's.
But we're talking about in general.
In general,
we're talking about in general, right?
In general.
Yes.
What you want change, and you communicated that to them. A breakup is always way worse than it's a surprise, bro. So if you talked about it before.
Of course.
If you talked about it before and they agree that they're not going to give you what you want.
What if they didn't agree to that, though? What if you just brought it up in passing?
Then you did it the wrong way. Because it's something that's clearly important to you.
Wait, hold on. We're going in depth about the way to properly break up with someone.
Yes, that makes it better or worse for the dumper and the dumpee.
Okay, continue.
Right?
I suppose.
And so if it's a surprise, then it's definitely worse to get dumped than to be the dumper.
Yeah. Well, all right. And the surprise in the sense that you just never hear from the person again, like
no,
you got ghosted, or the surprise like this came out of nowhere.
This came out of nowhere.
Oh. Yeah.
It's definitely worse to get dumped in that situation.
It is. But what if there were signs though that you just missed on though?
If there were signs
and
nothing
they
was
weren't
communicated, I'm gonna have to blame both of y'all. I mean, all right, that's not even what the question is. But at that point, it's still worse to get dumped. Because if you're in love for a lot of love,
man.
You can see the signs when you're in love and be blinded and think things are gonna turn around. Then all of a sudden you're getting dumped.
Yeah, but if it's not a blind side and y'all just
why do you think is? I mean, you break a heart, and inflicting pain can.
Exactly.
It can make you feel bad about what's going on, but
trash.
I can feel. I mean, that doesn't mean it's worse than the actual pain, though.
What do you mean? I have actual pain too.
Not as much.
Oh.
Your pain doesn't come from getting your heart broken. You feel bad because I'm feeling bad.
My heart is still broken breaking up with you.
No, you're over it. Anyone who's doing the dumping is already over it.
But my heart's still broken.
When you do the dumping,
but my heart is still broken.
It might have been broken while you were still with them, but by the time you get to the you're not gonna break. No.
What do you mean, bro?
Hold on.
What do you mean? No. My heart is still broken.
Your heart.
I really wanted this relationship that was in for 7 years to last long.
And you tried up until you got over it.
And it broke my heart that it did not work.
When you break it up with someone, you're already over it. You cannot convince me otherwise. Well, maybe you can if you make a solid argument, but
you broke. What do you mean you make a solid argument, bro?
If you're breaking up with someone,
you broke my heart. I have to break up with you.
You said you've done this before. Were you not over the person already? If they would have been like, all right, cool, you'd have been fine, wouldn't you?
This ain't about me, man.
No. All right, hypothetically, even for me, if I break up with someone and they're like, all right, cool, I'm like, oh wow, this is great, right? Because they're not hurting. I was already over it. Thank you for being cool with it. But if it's their pain that's causing me pain, I'm already over it. I just feel bad about hurting you.
Yeah, that pain you inflict a lot of pain though, man. You see,
do you see what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Have you ever broken up with somebody before?
It's not about me.
No, don't do that.
It's not about me. It's not about me.
Have you ever
hypothetically, if I was to break up with someone,
let's do some personal anecdotes.
All right, what's your question?
Have you ever broken up with somebody before?
What is this leading to?
You make me
I've disappointed people.
No. Have you broken up with somebody?
I may have. What is the question?
You answer the question, son. Have you broken up with somebody, bro?
What is the question?
Have you broken up with somebody?
I don't want to make this about me.
I'm not making this about you. All right. I need you to compare two distinct pains. Have you broken up with somebody before?
I have severely disappointed. All right, let's say yes. It's questionable. That's why I don't want to say neither yes or no. It's
Have you been
questionable.
dumped before?
Yes. Sure.
How did you feel?
It was obviously it was trash.
Okay. So you don't think the person that's doing it to you would feel like, damn, this is trash? Right?
Maybe.
What do you mean maybe?
I didn't get that sense.
What do you mean maybe?
They were like, I'm being real. I'm like, all right.
Shut up.
It doesn't seem that way.
Man, we gotta work on the female selection, bro. I'm being real.
I mean, they were.
Hey.
And maybe that was probably the best way to go about it because you don't want to drag this out and be like, oh, I'm so sorry and this and that. Then it gives that person hope. But if like, this is what it is and I'm being real with you, this is what it's going to have to be, that might be better for the person being numbed. So I can't even be mad at Shorty for doing that. It was trash at the time, but is that the right way to go about it to minimize my pain?
So I'll give you some personal angles, right? I've been dumped. And I've dumped before. Long-term relationships or long periods of seeing each other person, right? Strong feelings for both.
Okay.
I'd rather get dumped. The pains are very similar, man. They're very similar.
They don't come from the same place.
But you still feel a similar type of pain, man.
But
now you feel similar pain, and then on top of this you feel guilt. So now it's like kind of worse to do a dumping.
I think the guilt is the only thing you're feeling.
No, you're upset this thing didn't work out the way you wanted to work. You know, all this other.
But you already processed that. Right now you got to the dumping. You process all that already. You're not going through that while you're doing the dumping.
Yeah, you are, because this person's like,
nah,
oh, wow,
right now it's just the guilt.
You ever have someone tell me, why don't you want me anymore?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why.
Sorry. You understand that, bro?
You shouldn't get to that point.
Is that not going to break your heart right there?
Why don't you want me anymore?
Yeah, is that not going to break your heart right there?
I'll give them the reasons. Did you give them the reasons?
Oh, man, you're a grimy-ass guy. I mean, you have to give them the reasons, but damn,
right.
It's going to be blind about
I'm not saying this is easy. I'm just saying what's worse.
Listen, man.
And the pain comes from two different. When you're getting dumped, you're feeling pain from that loss, from that rejection, from that sorrow, from that emptiness. When you're doing the dumping, you're feeling pain from the guilt. That's it.
And the emptiness. And
what
the
emptiness? You're over it.
You're
over it. What loss? You're choosing to walk away.
Yes.
What loss?
You didn't want to walk away.
You walking away though.
Because you have to, not because you want to.
No, you do want to.
No. You did because you have to.
You do want to.
No. Not want to. You need to.
You want to.
No, all right? You're in a wonderful situation. You wanted things to work out, but
And
you
it
have
didn't.
to leave. Because
You
they did
have
not.
to leave.
Yes, because they did
so
not
now I'm
work
forced to break up with you.
out. Yes. Unless you want to become a miserable, toxic situation.
I mean, and
Do you want to become a miserable, toxic
is this
situation?
the last?
No,
I mean,
come
we're talking in the case where this is a surprise, right?
Huh?
We're talking in the case where this is a surprise for the
No,
dumpee.
just not a surprise.
If it's, I mean, those are two different things, though.
All right, let's just, for the sake of argument, we're just doing not a surprise. We talk about surprises later.
But that makes things so simple.
What do you mean?
Because if it's not a surprise, then things were spoken about, woes were communicated, and the dumping.
So you mean surprise in the sense? Okay. Never mind. No, surprise.
So it's
my
a surprise.
My bad.
If it's a surprise, then if it's a surprise for the dumpee, the dumper is already over it. The dumper is already processed. They've already looked into the future.
Yeah, so
imagine their future without that person.
The dumper has been heartbroken.
Bro, think about it.
But the dumper has been heartbroken, though.
Did you not already process all your emotions about this breakup before you brought it up to that person?
Of course. But has the dumper not been heartbroken, though?
Not as much as the dumpee.
Well, but it's still been heartbroken.
Not to this extent.
But has it still been heartbroken?
You're probably disappointed.
No, Khelil. Has the dumper been heartbroken? We're going through all
this whole process.
Yes, we're going through all these emotions. Damn, it's not gonna work out with this person I love because of this, and this reason.
Bro,
That will break your heart.
Here's the
That'll
thing.
break your
Here's
heart.
the thing.
Like, what if the person's like traveling across the country? It's like she got a different job.
Here's the thing.
What?
When you're doing the dumping, you're not thinking favorably about this person. Not in general.
Not necessarily.
Not in general. So you're not really heartbroken. If someone like
You
let's
can
go
still
to the extreme.
you can still think the person's a great person though.
Let's go to the extreme and say someone cheated on you. Of course, that's gonna break your heart, right?
Cheating's a little different though.
All right. Let's say he or she is disrespectful, out of pocket way too many times. You said that I do not tolerate disrespect in this relationship, and it keeps happening, right? So you're gonna be like, I cannot deal with this person right now. You're not gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so heartbroken. I have to break up with them now because they're so wonderful.
But those are extreme situations. Well, no,
Disrespect's not extreme. That happens very often.
What if the person is wonderful, right?
But they're OD disrespectful?
No, they're not OD disrespectful. It's just not going to work out.
Why? There's a reason why.
The personalities don't mesh as much as you thought they would.
For 7 years?
Or they can't give you the future you thought you would have, right? I'm with you for 8 years, and it's like, damn, we're in the same spot we were last time.
Maybe
right?
now you think this person's a bum?
We've stagnated.
Okay, and now you're thinking favorably about this person? Like relationship-wise?
I'm still thinking. I'm thinking them favorably as a person, though.
But you don't want them in your life in this capacity. You're not thinking favorably about them in this regard.
I can't have them in my life. I wish they were in my life. I wish those things changed.
No, you don't.
I just
Why would you wish they were in your life if they're stagnating?
I just wish those things about them would change so they can stay in my life.
But you stay for 8 years. It hasn't changed. They're stagnating, and now you be like, all right, if I want to move up, I gotta get the fuck out of Dodge, and I can't bring you with me. So now you're not thinking like, damn, I'm really sad I can't bring you with me.
No, because
you already went through all that.
You're heartbroken.
You already went through all that.
But you're still heartbroken, though.
You're not heartbroken.
How are you not heartbroken?
I don't think you're heartbroken.
The person you loved for this amount of time has stagnated, has not shown growth.
Yes.
And this is your person. This is the person you care about the most.
But it doesn't hit you all at once. This is a gradual loss of attraction.
It can hit you all at once. Okay,
no.
You can come to a realization one day, and then maybe a gradual. But there'll be like a steep.
You'll come to the realization that you want to break up.
There'll be like bliss here, and then realization like here.
You'll come to the realization that you want to break up, but the loss of attraction is you start having sex less. You start having less intimate conversations. You start hanging out less. It's gradual until eventually, like, damn, I just realized that we're so far from when we started. I can't do this anymore. And you're not heartbroken.
That's not gonna break your heart?
No.
How's that gonna break your heart?
Because you've gradually been losing attraction and affection for this person. So why would it break your heart? Because this is not the person you were fully and completely in love with, and now you realize that you can't be with them.
Technically is the same person.
No.
They just haven't grown with you over time. They
no,
stagnated.
Not
they
in
haven't
your mind.
changed.
Not in your mind.
What do you mean not in your mind?
Because you gradually lost attraction for them.
I don't know how much you I don't even know if I want to give you that point either.
Of course, for any breakup, it has to be a gradual decline. Not for any breakup,
but not
for breakup when you fall out of love. When you fall out of love, that's loss of attraction.
And that's not the only reason you break up with people. But we're using this example.
I thought you said
we are. We're using this example,
and that's always gradual. That's always gradual. You don't wake up one day, and they're like, "Damn."
People have done that, bro.
No, they realize that they're not in love anymore. But the loss of attraction was gradually happening from before.
I agree with you to this. I agree about the realization part. Like, you're here, you're at this level, and then one day, damn, it hits you.
Yeah, you realize how far you came from where you started.
Yes. So that's why it can all low-key be at once. Maybe you don't.
I wouldn't say you get heartbroken about that.
You would get heartbroken about that. How would you not be heartbroken about
Realizing that you don't feel the same about this person as you did before would not break your heart. Would disappoint you.
Because it means you can't be together anymore. You'd be heartbroken. You realize you can't be together anymore would break your heart, bro. If I have this girlfriend of 9, Vanessa Hudgens and her boyfriend broke up of 9 years, right?
Okay.
You don't think the person that dumped them is heartbroken? You just think only one person is heartbroken in this process?
If it happened like the way we're describing,
yeah.
Yes.
You really think only one person is heartbroken?
When it comes to the situation, like when it comes to the dumping, when they bring it up and the dumping, the breakup is happening. The breakup is happening.
Yes. To say this, are both people now heartbroken at least one time throughout this relationship then? Is that fair to say?
I don't even know if I'll give you that.
Come on, are you serious?
I don't even know if I'll give you that.
Bro, are you serious, bro?
No, because...
So both people aren't going to be heartbroken at least one point? Like when this person has the realization, when this person is saying, I can't be with this person that I've loved for so long?
Mm-hmm. But
You don't think there's any? You don't think they don't have any heartbreak right there?
But you're thinking about them having that thought while being madly in love with that person, but they're not madly in love with that person anymore. That's my thing. Let's walk through this.
Now I wish I had a third person here for a tie break, man.
Let's walk through this. Man. Let's walk through. We got the people for the tie break. Let's walk through this.
We got the people, man.
You're with somebody wonderful. A year goes by, 2 years go by, 3, 4, 5, 6 go by.
Everything's good.
This person becomes complacent. Very common. Actually, inevitable. In every relationship, this person becomes complacent.
Of course.
They stop taking you out. They stop saying, I love you. They stop paying attention to you, and this and that. And slowly but surely, your attraction to them is going down because now they're not the same person that they were when you started. We're all on the same point right now.
I'm with you right now. I'm with you so far. I'm with you so far.
This person is no longer the person that they were when you fell in love with them. Your attraction is waning. You don't realize this yet. You're having less sex. It feels normal because it's like, all right, whatever, you're busy, you're doing this, you're doing that. All right, I guess we have less sex now. We hang out less.
So under this losing of attraction, what if you're still having the same amount of sex, though? What if you're still
That's not possible.
engaged? How's that not possible?
That's not possible.
What if you have sex every night when the guy comes home or the shorty comes home?
Without being attracted to them?
What do you mean? It's not like you just, oh, this person's hideous, get away from me.
No, but you don't want them like that anymore. So you're not gonna have the same amount of sex anymore. That's a given. That's
everyone got physical needs, man. I don't know.
We have physical needs.
Are you saying women don't have physical needs?
Not like we do.
Oh,
not like we do.
Oh,
No.
We
will talk about this.
I will fight you on that.
We will talk about this.
Shorties don't know. You know, I'm not gonna get to it. Right now. I'm not gonna get to it.
We will talk about this. We will talk about
I'm gonna say shorties don't know how to act after a couple weeks, man. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
I know what you're talking about. Trust me.
I hope you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But I will. Different episode.
Different episode. Continue.
Attraction is waning. You're having sex less. You're hanging out less. You know, you come home and I guess you just put on the TV instead of conversing with each other like you used to. You're losing that connection. And then slowly but surely, you're losing more and more of the connection. And now you go from having sex 3-4 times a week to maybe once or twice. Maybe just on weekends now. You go from having like 3-4 conversations throughout the day to maybe just calling or texting once.
But you know what that sounds like though? That sounds like someone who had kids.
Right. And
that just sounds like
that's a great example of when people get complacent in their relationship to each other, and that happens a lot when people have kids.
Yes, but you still not love. Like these are things that
are
outside of your control, and not only that, there's a bigger priority now.
No, you're right.
Continue.
I don't want to interrupt. We're not contradicting each other right now.
We're not.
Right? And so, in a healthy relationship, right, when this is happening, one of these people notice that things are changing. They'll say, "Hey, we don't spend as much time as we used to before." Or the guy can say, hey, we don't really have sex like we used to before. I have, every time I try to do it with you reject me or this and that.
And you don't think that's heartbreaking?
That's not heartbreaking yet. You're just bringing up a grievance.
Yes.
No one's broken up yet.
But you don't think that's breaking that person's heart when they're going through all those things? It's like this person I was so madly in love with.
No.
You really don't think so?
This is not heartbreaking yet. No, because this is just a grievance. This is disappointment.
Okay, but then it continues.
It continues.
Yes.
So let's say they never had this conversation. Let's say they got complacent and they getting more and more and more complacent.
Okay.
And they kept falling more and more out of love with each other.
Of course.
And then one of you wake up and you realize, I haven't had sex in like 2 weeks. And I didn't even realize that. I don't even care. I haven't really spoken to him or her like intimately about like my day, about his day in like 3 days, like what's going on here? And then you start thinking about like, damn, like things have changed. Should I stay here? Should I leave? Then you start thinking about it, like, I don't think this is worth, whatever process you go through, the dumper is gonna go through that process right now. They're gonna process all those emotions right now. What should I do? You're not madly in love anymore. You're not heartbroken about this because this person you don't feel like you did before. So this is not breaking your heart.
In that whole time process, there has to be a point where you are heartbroken when you're having the less sex, you're not seeing the person much, you're not talking to that person. There's a point where it's like, damn, I am miserable. I am heartbroken. Even this person
is not heartbroken.
This person's still here, but I'm not with him the same way I used to be. So
miserable is not heartbroken.
Man, I'm not saying miserable is heartbroken, but they can be synonymous in some cases.
Well, when you're heartbroken, you're miserable.
Or you feel the same emotions in some cases.
When you're heartbroken, you're miserable.
Yes.
When you're miserable doesn't mean you're heartbroken.
I know that.
It's not a two-way binding.
But there has to be some point, but it's going to break your heart. It's like, damn,
No.
Like there has to be some point when you're going through that realization, or even even before the realization, right? When you're having the less sex, when you're talking to each other less, when you're just not seeing each other.
There'll be a lot of disappointment. So think about it this way. So let's say you're the guy.
You'll be heartbroken.
Let's say you're the guy, right? And you want to have sex, but you've been complacent lately. She's not really feeling you like that.
Yeah.
And so you go, hey baby, like what are you trying to do? Oh, I'm tired. I have a headache. All right, damn, disappointment. Next night, all right, baby, what you trying to get into? I have to wake up early tomorrow. Disappointment. All these days, disappointment upon disappointment upon disappointment. Until you're like, fuck it. That's not heartbreak. Eventually, you're like, all right, fuck it. I don't want you then.
In that specific situation, I agree.
That's not heartbreak.
I agree with you.
And that could happen when it comes to sex, when it comes to conversation, when it comes to whatever you need, physically or emotionally.
I just feel like
and that's what happens.
Over this combination of things, it will break your heart when it's like, I am not with this person the same way I used to be with this person.
If it happens gradually.
And that will make you like so upset. It'll make you so miserable. It'll make you heartbroken.
If it happens gradually, you're not going to be heartbroken. If it hits you as a surprise, then yeah, heartbreak. Heartbreak is a strong word for me. I don't even know how to define it, but I wouldn't put this on the level as heartbreak. And this is why, right? With heartbreak, like you don't want to eat. You don't want to watch your shows. You don't want to enjoy yourself. All you want is this person back.
And you don't think that person
was
having those feelings?
When you're disappointed?
You don't think that person was having those feelings?
When I wanted to smash, but I couldn't. I could still eat. I could still enjoy my shows.
But, can you really?
Yeah, I can.
It's like,
yeah, I can. I can still go to work and focus on my job.
My wife won't have sex with me. She won't talk to me.
No, not like that.
What do you mean? Like all this type of things, but those are what's happening.
I wanted to have sex last night and she didn't want to.
Yes.
Or she could be like, I came home last night and he didn't ask me about my day.
My wife refuses to have sex with me. She refuses to talk to me. She refuses to chill with me. She refuses
Why the fuck am I with her? I'm not thinking, damn, I'm really heartbroken about this. Why am I with her?
You will think that, but you'll also be heartbroken about that.
No. Because in that frame of mind, if she's doing all that, if my needs are not being met, I'm not thinking about her favorably, right? Let's just put it that way.
You're not thinking about what?
I'm not thinking about her favorably. I don't have a good impression of her. I'm not feeling her right now. If my needs are not being met.
Wait, so hold on. So according to you, then, to be heartbroken, you have to think of the other person favorably still?
No. I'm saying when you're heartbroken. Well, I was going on a different train of thought. When you're heartbroken, my point for that is that it dominates your psyche.
As well, a situation where you're constantly disappointed.
A gradual loss of attraction is not dominating your psyche.
If you're constantly disappointed in this relationship sense, it seems like you will become heartbroken.
You'll become miserable.
Heartbroken.
Miserable.
Heartbroken.
Unhappy.
Unhappy. Come on, man. Come on.
But not heartbroken.
Come on, bro.
No.
Not heartbroken.
No, not heartbroken.
Come on, man.
I don't see it. I don't see it that way.
I think you'll be heartbroken.
I don't see it that way. You can become disappointed.
So just be miserable,
and unhappy, but not heartbroken.
Not satisfied.
Because you can be unhappy in a relationship and still go out and have fun with your friends. You can be unhappy in a relationship and still enjoy your favorite show, still enjoy your favorite foods, still do everything that you enjoy doing, but you can't do that stuff when you're heartbroken, man. If you're desperately in love with a person and they dump you, you're not going to do all that stuff. You're not going to go out and enjoy yourself.
But would you really be enjoying yourself when you're going out with your friends when you're
miserable
and upset?
Of course.
How?
What do you mean how?
I mean how, son? I'm
not happy at home. Let me get the fuck out of here.
Yes, but you're not gonna fully enjoy yourself because you're not happy at home.
I will fully enjoy myself.
It's like an over-looming cloud over.
Gonna be a looming cloud when I'm home.
That follows you everywhere.
Maybe when I'm
home.
The
cloud follows you everywhere.
No. Maybe when I'm home, but
come on.
I'm hanging with my boys, or she hanging with her girls.
Come on,
they're having fun, but when she gets home, she's miserable. She's not happy.
I don't think so, man. Your marriage falling apart, your relationship falling apart, man. That cloud's going over your head wherever you go, bro. It's not just gonna be like,
of course it's on your mind, but it's not dominating your mind. It's not dominating it.
I think it will, man.
It's gonna be in the back of your mind when you're out.
So maybe when you're heartbroken, it's the same thing then.
No, heartbreak is never in the back of your mind.
You can find ways to distract yourself.
You will try.
The same way. No, you can.
You will try.
You can. You literally can.
I would love to hear these tips.
Hey, man. 6 Flags. Did you go with that? You went with us one time, right?
Yeah, I came to 6 Flags with y'all one time. You think that's how?
First,
even though that was a heartbreak.
Go on some roller coasters?
No.
Go on some roller coasters? go on some thrills, you know, hit the water park.
Bro, when you're heartbroken, all you want to do is listen to depressing music, sit in your dark room, and eat comfort food. That's all you want to do.
Sound like some Lifetime movie.
That's all you want to do, bro. And hear from that person again. You're just constantly waiting to hear from that person again.
I'll give you that part. Actually,
when you're dumped,
I don't know, man.
You're waiting on your phone to hit up and for you to see that link.
That depends, though. Does it not depend?
If you're heartbroken?
Yeah. Like, do you want that person to hit you back? You might not, especially if they ghost you.
Yeah, I guess it depends.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I don't know if I can give you that one.
I'm thinking back to my heartbroken days.
Yeah.
When I was but a boy.
When we didn't hear from you for like 2 months.
When I was just a boy, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know all this stuff that I know now.
Bro, you went AWOL, son.
And at that point, I feel like, I guess everyone's first heartbreak is like that.
Yeah, fair. I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
But is your first dumping like that? But you just don't want to do anything. You can't even enjoy your life anymore because you dumped this person. It's not. It's not.
You need some time.
No, you don't.
You absolutely need, bro.
No,
you need some time, son.
To reduce your guilt? You need time to feel less guilty about this.
so you can fully enjoy yourself.
You don't need time to heal because you already healed.
Hold on. So if you dumped a girl, right? Would you just see another girl like the next week?
A lot of times you already have someone else lined up before you do the dumping. And
if you don't, would you just be like, I'm going back on Tinder?
If you do the dumping?
Yeah.
People do that. Absolutely.
Well, if you were in love, like if you have like a 6 year, not even a 6 year, I'll say like 8 month relationship, right?
Okay.
Y'all break up, you dump the girl, and you're like, all right, I'm on Tinder tomorrow.
That could happen.
I don't think that's gonna be your mindset.
That could happen.
That's not gonna be your mindset, bro. You're gonna be upset. You're gonna be miserable.
Here's how it could happen.
All right, explain. Go ahead.
I don't love this girl anymore, and I don't want to be with her. I tell her that, and she's like, all right, cool. Enjoy your life. I wish you the best. But Tinder, here I come. I'm great. I feel great. You know why? Because there's no guilt. But if there was guilt, I'll probably try to help her with it. Like, you know, it's not you, it's me. That typical bullshit.
Save it, bro.
That typical bullshit.
Save it, man.
I wouldn't do it, but if I was, whatever. Let's say I did it. So whatever. Let's say I did it. Regardless of the guilt that she felt, and regardless of how I'm trying to help her with it, I'll still be fine if she left me alone the next day. If I'm not seeing your guilt, I'll be fine to get back on Tinder the next day.
What if she texts you and she's like, she's miserable?
Then that's a different scenario.
Okay, all right, let's continue. She doesn't hit you up, whatever.
Yeah, then I'll be fine.
You just on Tinder the next day?
Then I'll be like, what's stopping me?
You see, I feel like you've broken up so far past the point when you were heartbroken at, though, in this circumstance. Though.
When you're doing the breaking up, when you're actually having that conversation, the person who's doing the dumping is already past the situation. That's why I'm saying it's not heartbreaking for them.
No, but they were heartbroken in the process, though. There was a point in their relationship where they were heartbroken. That's what I'm saying. And now, compounded by this heartbreak,
maybe
this person
I feel
now
like
left
most people.
Now you're just like, I don't want you in my life anymore. And now you just carry that guilt around with you after having the heartbreak, which is why I say it's.
But you're not still dealing with the heartbreak that you had earlier.
But you've dealt with the heartbreak.
You've dealt with it, sure.
Oh,
is that your point?
Maybe you haven't dealt with the heartbreak.
No, if you're still dealing with it, you're not breaking up.
What do you mean not breaking up?
No.
How are you not breaking up?
People don't do that.
Why not?
I'll be surprised if people did that.
If you're heartbroken, you break up with somebody because you're heartbroken.
If you haven't dealt with it yet.
I had someone tell me they broke up with somebody because they cheated on them.
And I brought that up before. You said cheating was different.
Yes, but in this circumstance, not that they were cheated on, that the person that broke up with the other person cheated on him, right? She broke up with the person because she cheated on him.
Okay.
And she carried around that guilt,
mm-hmm.
and she said she broke her, that heartbreak is what she called it.
That's
because
cheating.
It is his own thing, but I feel like it's kind of relatable if the person that's doing the breaking up was the one that cheated, though.
If it wasn't for cheating, how else can you get heartbroken while still being in the relationship with someone?
Because they just don't do the things that you want them to do.
That's disappointment.
Nah.
That's unhappiness. That's not heartbreak.
I feel like it is heartbreak, though, because you were in love with this person, And now you're not in love with this person anymore because they disappoint you so much, so your heart is broken.
Not because they're no. Falling out of love doesn't always necessitate heartbreak.
Man, come on, that makes sense, bro.
No,
how does that make sense?
Falling out of love
bro?
does not always necessitate heartbreak.
Son, you were in love with somebody,
and now you're not feeling. You know how often that happens?
Hold on, you were in love with somebody.
Yes.
And now they're not doing all the things that made you.
And now you're unhappy. Now you might even bring it up to them, but you're not heartbroken.
So now you have the unhappiness plus the falling out of love.
That's
equals
no.
Equals what, man? Come on, bro. Equals heartbreak, bro. Come on, son.
That's not bro.
Equals heartbreak. If you're a dumper, if you're a dumper, the guilt from the breaking up, the heartbreak from realizing the situation is not going to work. I mean, the misery and disappointment from realizing it's not going to work anymore equates to heartbreak.
We're going to get a third person for this.
If you're the dumpy, then it's pretty self-explanatory, actually.
The loss, whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
We're going to get a third person for this.
We will absolutely get a third person. I want to see what the viewers say as well.
The gradual loss of attraction
does
not mean that at some point you're going to at some point it's going to be heartbreak, because it's like the frog in the hot water. You know what I'm saying?
Frog in, huh?
Yeah, it's like if you put a frog in water and you slowly turn the temperature up, the frog will boil to death without even jumping out, apparently. That's how the story goes. Because since the change is so gradual, he doesn't realize that this water is boiling hot and I shouldn't be in this. And that's what happens that's synonymous with what happens when you fall out of love. It's so gradual, you don't get heartbroken. You just one day realize, your feelings are dead. And at that point, you don't love this person, so why would that break your heart? We'll talk about it some more.
Man,
we'll bring someone with probably a different perspective.
We'll definitely have a different perspective on here, man. But you still, so you're saying you'd rather do dumping then?
I would rather dump someone than be dumped. When it comes to being the person, when it comes to feeling less bad,
I'm just asking, would you do that?
I would, if I wanted to be the person who felt less bad, I would do the dumping.
If you want to feel less bad?
Yes. 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 Easily, bro. You've been dumped. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. If you've been dumped by someone that you loved,
of course.
If you've been dumped by someone that you loved, you cannot. That's a whole different level, bro. That's next level pain, bro. You know this.
It's very painful, man.
And that's not just guilt. That's not just disappointment. That's like.
It's very painful, man.
That's debilitating.
Listen, man. You ever had that 3-hour breakup with somebody?
Yes.
It's miserable.
For both sides, I'm sure.
I don't ever want to do that again.
For sure, but I'm pretty sure if you're in the position where you're telling this person,
see,
I don't want you.
Hold on. I'd rather live my life without ever having to do that again. Then live with the.
You're a nice guy, man. I think that's what it is. You're too nice. You're too nice. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to step on any toes.
I'd rather live with that pain.
And that might hurt.
You get over it. It's all right. You get over it.
No, I get that. Like it's like I made a deal with God. I told him that I have to be the last of all my close friends and family to die, because I don't want anyone to go through the pain of losing me.
It's very nice, man. Very genuine.
And if y'all are getting too old,
also very selfish.
If y'all are getting too old, I'm gonna have to just take care of that myself.
Wow.
Anyways,
wow.
What is what you think? Wow. Would you rather be dumped?
Yeah, piece of shit.
Or would you rather dump?
Piece of shit.
Comment down below. Let us know what you think. We're on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify. Wherever you find your podcast. Like the audio. Share it with your friends. And we're gonna see you all next week. Maybe not Alex. We'll see.